Hi everyone, I hope you are continuing to stay safe. We are very happy to report that no additional people we support have tested positive for the coronavirus since last week's update. The 6 people who previously tested positive still appear to be on the path to recovery. 1 person fully recovered. Unfortunately, 3 more of our staff members have tested positive for the virus in the past week, bringing the total to 15 impacted since the start of the pandemic. 8 of these staff members have fully recovered. People who received support from these staff members have been tested for the coronavirus. Fortunately, thus far, the tests have come back negative. We are still waiting on the results for 1 person. This week, we were so proud that Roosevelt Jernigan, one of the roughly 120 direct support professionals who have volunteered to shelter in place at one of Trinity's residential locations, was featured in an article in the Chicago Sun-Times. Roosevelt is Trinity's representative in the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, or AFSCME. We are grateful that the Sun-Times chose to highlight Roosevelt for his incredible selflessness and dedication to the people he supports, and that the paper called attention to the need for higher state reimbursement rates for providers so that DSPs are paid at least a living wage, if not a higher wage, fully commensurate with their vital roles. To that end, we need your help contacting legislators to implore them to keep people with disabilities and the staff members who support them top of mind as they pass COVID relief legislation at the federal level and work on the budget at the state level. In the message corresponding with this post, we have linked to advocacy websites from our partners that make contacting your state and federal legislators easy. We are asking federal legislators to approve COVID relief legislation that includes a 10% increase in the Medicaid match rate for the Home and Community-Based Services Program, defines direct support professionals as essential workers, includes a HEROES fund, which would pay DSPs up to $13 per hour in addition to their current wages, and allows nonprofits of all sizes to apply for the Paycheck Protection Program, which is a forgivable grant. So far, Trinity Services has been unable to apply for the Paycheck Protection Program because we employ more than 500 staff members. We are asking state legislators to prevent cuts to disability services in the fiscal year 2021 budget as they face a projected $6 billion loss in revenue, and to ensure that people with disabilities, the caregivers who support them, and the providers who employ these staff members are included in the fiscal year 2021 budget. Now, more than ever, it is imperative that DSPs are paid a living wage. They are on the front lines, and they are heroes. The people we support rely on them, and we need to ensure that people with disabilities are not forgotten during or after this pandemic. This week, many people we support and a few of our staff members took part in the ARC of Illinois' Going Home rally to advocate for community living and issues that are important to them. Typically, this event is held in Springfield each year. This year, it was held virtually via Zoom. More than 170 attendees chanted together and talked with each other about issues that are important to them, including the pandemic, community living, increasing wages for DSPs, increasing funding for community-based programs, and increasing opportunities to work in the community. Department of Human Services Secretary Grace Ho and Division of Developmental Disabilities Director Allison Stark were on the call to talk with attendees, as well as several legislators. On Wednesday evening, Trinity Services President and CEO Thane Dykstra spoke with families and supporters on a Zoom call to further discuss Trinity's ongoing response to COVID-19, including DSPs who have volunteered to shelter in place at homes, procedures to keep people as safe as possible, and how people Trinity supports are coping with challenges created by the pandemic. So many people on the call shared their admiration and gratitude for DSPs who have made the commitment to shelter in place with people they support. Also this week, Curriculum and materials regarding people performing social roles were distributed to all residential locations. People created paper airplanes, planted beans in soil, made clothing for Flat Stanley, the Community Day Service's paper mascot, to demonstrate different social roles he could perform, created social stories about social roles, and took part in different self-care activities. In Trinity's Residential Network 7, located in the Des Plaines area, Associate Director Carly Ray Steele created a video of people sharing Mother's Day greetings to send to families. Network 7 Director Jen Hodges delivered cards and flowers to all of the DSP mothers sheltering in place. This week for Trinity's school program, students continued to enjoy engaging assignments while safe at home. One mother said her child is independently attending online instructional periods for extended amounts of time thanks to the hard work done in the high school classroom. Another student in the junior high school classroom learned his colors. To help this student practice the skill, the school staff created a task box for him to match colors to words, and he excelled at this. Additionally, staff at Trinity's Gauger Road Community Day Services location have been helping to translate lesson plans, instructions, teaching materials, and more into Spanish. We continued to honor our stay-in-place DSP heroes this week with a variety of socially distant celebrations as they ended their stays. Some of these heroes are returning home for just a few days, only to return to stay in place for an additional 2 weeks or more. We are so proud and grateful. Thank you for your ongoing support. We will get through this together. Together, we are Trinity Strong. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week.